Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. You ever wake up to a piece of NFL news so wild, so unexpected, that you have to double-check the source just to make sure you're not being punked? That was today. Because, folks, Aaron Donald is a Chicago Bear. And I can't believe I'm even saying those words out loud. Let's just take a second and let that sink in. Aaron Donald is a Bear. This is the same guy who retired just weeks ago. The same guy who gave a heartfelt farewell to football, thanked the Los Angeles Rams, their fans, the city, the game. He even said he was at peace with walking away. Said he'd given it his all. And honestly, we all believed him. How could we not? 10 years of dominance. 10 years of wrecking quarterbacks, blowing up offensive lines, changing the way the game is played on the interior. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Super Bowl champion. A surefire, first-ballot Hall of Famer. He had nothing left to prove. But guess what? Apparently, Aaron Donald isn't finished. In a move that's already being called one of the most shocking signings in recent NFL history, Aaron Donald has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Chicago Bears. 1 year. $28 million. Fully guaranteed. And folks, this isn't a marketing stunt. This isn't a gimmick. This is real. Aaron Donald is suiting up in navy and orange. He's coming to Soldier Field. And he's bringing that same relentless, violent, quarterback-hunting energy that made him one of the greatest defenders of all time. Now let's unpack this, because it's not just a big deal. It's the deal. First, the obvious. Why the Bears? Why now? Why come out of retirement at all? From what's been reported so far, it looks like Donald had been quietly working out, staying in shape, keeping tabs on a few teams he thought were building something special. He wasn't just sitting on a beach somewhere. He was watching, waiting, listening to his body, listening to his heart. And when Chicago called, he listened. That part? That's huge, because the Bears didn't just throw money at the problem. They sold Donald on the vision, on what they're building, on being a leader. A mentor, a final puzzle piece for a defense that's been clawing its way back to relevance. Think about it. The Bears already made a splash last season trading for Montez Sweat. That was their "we're tired of being soft" moment. That was the first domino. Then they doubled down in free agency, locked in Jalen Johnson, drafted some serious young talent on both sides of the ball. And now they add the guy, the one player who immediately raises the floor and the ceiling of an entire defense. And man, what a fit this is. Because Aaron Donald isn't coming into a situation where he has to do it all. He's joining a front seven that's already ascending. Montez Sweat on the edge. Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards patrolling the middle. A young, aggressive secondary led by Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Jaquan Brisker. Now, drop Aaron Donald right in the middle of that? That's not just a defense. That's a nightmare factory. We're talking about one of the most complete front sevens in the NFC. And in today's NFL, where offenses are faster, more spread out, more complex than ever, having a guy like Donald who can win inside with power, quickness, technique, and sheer will. It's a cheat code. But this move isn't just about sacks and pressures. It's about culture. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Aaron Donald walks into Halas Hall and immediately becomes the alpha. Not just because of his resume, but because of who he is. He's a tone setter, a leader by example, a guy who doesn't take plays off, doesn't take practices off, and demands the same from everyone around him. Imagine being a second-year defensive lineman trying to make the roster, and you look up and see Aaron Donald across from you in practice. You think you're jogging through drills? Not a chance. That presence alone is worth every cent of that $28 million. But there's another layer here too, the quarterback. Because if you're the Bears, everything is about Caleb Williams right now. The number 1 pick, the face of the franchise, the future. You don't want to throw him into the fire without a defense that can help him breathe, help him grow. That can win games when he makes rookie mistakes. Well, guess what? Aaron Donald is that insurance policy. He's the guy who can force a game-changing turnover on 3rd and long, who can end a drive with one swim move and a sack, who can carry you through ugly wins in November while your rookie quarterback finds his legs. It's complimentary football. It's smart team building. And it's a sign, finally, that the Bears aren't rebuilding forever. They're building to compete. And let's be honest, it's not just Bears fans who are shaking right now. It's the entire NFC North. The Packers have Jordan Love, and he looks promising. The Lions have swagger. The Vikings are, well, figuring things out. But none of them were prepared for this. None of them thought they'd have to deal with Aaron Donald hunting down their quarterback twice a year. Even the heavy hitters in the NFC, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Cowboys, they got to reassess. Because the Bears are no longer just that team with a rookie QB. They're a threat. And they're a few Caleb Williams highlights away from being a legitimate playoff team. Now let's talk about the man himself for a second. This move tells you a lot about Aaron Donald. It tells you he's not just chasing rings. He's not looking for the easy ride, the stacked roster. He's betting on himself, betting on the Bears, betting that this team, this locker room, this city is ready to go to war. And look, we don't know what version of Donald we're getting. Is he still the guy who could dominate double teams, collapse pockets, and ruin game plans for 4 quarters straight? Maybe. Maybe not. But even if he's only 85, 90% of that guy, that's still better than 99% of the league. That's still a game changer. And the passion, the hunger, that's clearly still there. He wouldn't be doing this if it weren't. So, where does this leave us? It leaves us in a whole new NFL landscape. One with the Chicago Bears. Yes, those Bears just made the move of the offseason. One where the best defensive player of the last decade is back for one last run. One last battle. One last shot at greatness. And honestly, I can't wait. Because football is better with Aaron Donald in it. The league is more intense, more physical, more real. And now we get to watch him do it all again in a new city with a new team and a whole new purpose. Welcome to the new era of Bears football. Welcome to the Aaron Donald Show, Chicago edition. And to the rest of the NFL, you've been warned. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.